Number 11 states if the measure of DC is equal to 12x plus 7, and the measure of CB, arc CB, is equal to 18x minus 23. What they want us to find is the measure of arc DAB. So that's our goal, is to find the blue. Alright, so if we look at this, these two chords, chord DC is equivalent to CB. The reason why I know that is they're equidistant from the center. Since these two chords are equidistant from the center, that means their arcs are also equivalent. Alright? So that means we're just going to equal 12x plus 7 to the arc of CB. So we're going to equal these two expressions to each other. And that's the first part. We need to solve for x. We'll solve for x and then plug it in at the end, okay? So we have right here 12x plus 7 equals 18x minus 23. First thing I want to do with this is combine like terms. Coefficients first, because I don't want to work with the negative coefficients. Subtract 12x to both sides. Subtract 12x to both sides. We get 7 equals 6x minus 23. Inverse of a negative 23 will be a positive 3, so we add 23 to both sides. Add 23 to both sides. We get 30 equals 6x. Then we divide both sides by 6. By 6, x equals 5. So we're not done yet. So the goal now is to plug 5 into the x. So you could do this either way. We do know that we did this right. You could check it by plugging into both, because we know DC is equal to DB. But I'm going to just say we have 3 parts to a circle, so I'm going to make it 360. So 360 represents the full circle, is equal to the measure of DC plus the measure of CB. Well, I know they're the same. I'm confident with my answer, so what I'm going to do is do 2 times the measure of arc DC plus the measure of arc DAB. So the measure of arc DC, which goes from here to here, but we're going to times it by 2 because we know that DC is the same as CB, okay? So we have our equation, 360 is equal to 2 times the measure of DC, which is going to be 12x plus 7 plus the measure of DAB, our goal. Right here, this is our goal to isolate. So once we do all this madness, we can just isolate everything, okay? So from here, you plug in the orange into this x. So we get 360 is equal to 2 times 12 times 5 plus 7 plus the measure of DAB. We get 360 is equal to 2 times 67 plus the measure of DAB. So Mr. Weaver, how did I get 67? 12 times 5. There's 12 segments of 5-minute increments. 60 plus 7 is 67. And then we have 2 times 67, which would be 134, because 6 plus 60 times 2 would be 120. And then 7 times 2 would be 14, so you get 134. So our 360 equals 134 plus the measure of DAB, our goal. Inverse of addition is subtraction. Subtract 134 to both sides. 134. 360 minus 130 would give you 230. And then 230 minus 4 would give you 226. I think 226 is right. So it looks like our answer in this problem will be 226. So our answer for the measure of DAB is 226. Have at that.